Hey YouTubers, Tom here from Tom's Test Kitchen, and today I'm going to make some pulled pork. And I'm going to use a different method than I normally do. Normally, you would use like a whole Boston butt, and then you would season it, and then smoke it, and then shred it apart. Well, I saw an interesting method on diners, drive-ins, and dives. They were at a restaurant in Hawaii, and what the guy did was he cut the pork butt into like baseball sized pieces, and then he smoked that first for 3 hours, and then he braised it using beer and water. So that looked really interesting to me, so that's what I'm going to do. And if we're lucky to be able to get fresh pork here, this is boneless pork shoulder that's for carnitas. And what this is it's already been cut. It's literally like pieces that I'm going to need. So I'm not going to have to do any cutting. And this is a little over 3.5 pounds, 3.66 pounds. So, and this has a really good meat-fat ratio. So I'm going to get this rinsed off, and then I'm going to season it up with some of DW's Pork Star barbecue rub. This is good stuff, right, Daryl?
Oh, that's a good choice, Tom. DW's Pork Star barbecue rub.
Thanks, Daryl. It really is good stuff. And the beer that I'm going to be using is Tecate. You can use whatever you like. This is really a good beer. I like it a lot, so I think it'll go great for this recipe. So I'm going to get this prepared and then get it out on the smoker, and let's see how this is going to go. Okay, you can see, like I was saying, this pork for carnitas already is the right sizes that I'm wanting. So that really saves me a lot of time. I don't have to cut it up. So I'm just going to liberally sprinkle some of DW's Pork Star rub all over this pork. Rub that in real good, and then flip her over and do the other side. And I'm just going to leave it sitting here on the counter for just a few minutes while I go check on the fire. Oh boy, I love that. That stuff smells really good. Okay, next you'll see this going on the pit. Let's put this pork on. I'm just going to put that right on there. I'll let this go for at least 3 hours like this. And since I got the smoker going, I'll use some of this Elgin Southside Market sausage. Because I like this sausage and I got room up here, so why the heck not? Okay, let's get this closed up. Meet me back here in about 3 hours. Now, by the way, I'm using this Old Country Barbecue Pits smoker, but I know many people don't have the luxury of having a barbecue pit like this, but my buddy Gary over at Cooking Outdoors has a really good tutorial on how to use the charcoal snake method for doing indirect, long, low, and slow barbecuing. So go over to Gary and check out his video on the charcoal snake method. It's been 2.5 hours, and that pork and the sausage is done. So I'm just going to transfer this pork to this disposable aluminum pan and start braising. Well, it looks and smells really good. Get this last piece in here. Try to get some room. That tastes good. So now I'm just going to add some of the beer. Let's refocus you over here. So I'm just going to add a can of Tecate beer. And you don't want to steam this, you just want to braise this. So I'm adding 12 ounces of beer and then just enough water to bring that about halfway up there. And, seal this up. And put it back on there for a couple more hours. Just let that go until it gets tender. That sausage is done, so I better bring it in. Okay, be back in a couple hours. It's been 2 hours, and I've kept it about kept it around 300, but it's gone down because I've kind of let the it's gone down to about 150. I haven't added any more fuel, so let's take a look, see what we got. Oh boy, look at that, that is so tender. I'm just going to pull this apart and leave it right there in that the juice, you know, the beer and the water. It's a thing of beauty. I'm just going to shred this with these 2 forks. It is just so tender, falling apart. This looks like a really good method for doing pulled pork. Okay. I'm going to finish shredding this inside, but for now I'm going to try a taste of this. Let's see how well that is. Let's see how good that is. That looks really good to me. That is absolutely perfect. So I'm actually going to serve this. I'm not going to serve this on a bun. I'm going to serve this on a plate with some coleslaw and some macaroni salad, and then probably put a little bit of barbecue sauce on the side. Well, there you have it. There's a different way of making pulled pork. Man, it is good.